8:37, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Welcome on into the gang of four. Johnny's here. Good morning, Johnny.
Good morning.
Joan's here. Good morning, Joan.
Hello there.
I'm Dan. Chris is here.
What's up, guys?
Chris, that was so funny.
What'd I do?
Anything.
Oh. Guys, have I told you guys how much I love Joan Jones?
She's the best, isn't
The best.
Yeah, Joni's great.
Joni's great.
So,
All right, Danny.
we're
Hey, by
allowed.
the way, can I ask Chris real quick?
Yes.
Chris, did the family enjoy the jerky
party
that you got?
the turkey? What?
Oh. Okay. Sorry about that.
So anyway,
Don't put me on blast, JB. JB got me jerky. And I did what you're not supposed to do when Glenna makes jerky. I had a piece in the studio.
Oh,
So
Every time I'd walk by the window, here's Chris in a break. I went home. I said, Glenna goes, did he enjoy the jerky? I said, I can tell you this much, it's not making it home.
that's the thing with Glenna's jerky is like I eventually had to put it in my trunk.
That's a good take. Yeah, I like that.
Because I kept eating it, and then I think we actually said on the air one time, Johnny actually put me on blast, and he's like, "Hey, how did Amy like the jerky?" And I'm like, "She didn't get any. Damn it, Johnny, shut up."
I did. I had a couple pieces for Virginia, and then Bishop had a piece, and Millie Jane had a piece. But then the two big kids were at school. They were off doing something, so they didn't.
So you lose out.
They weren't lucky enough.
Hey, Chris. So
I'm ready. I'm ready for this joke.
So wife and I,
All right.
we're getting pedicures on Saturday.
Why are you doing that? I'm out of the joke already. Why are you getting a pedicure? That's the feet, right?
Yeah. What's the name? It's the toenails.
I can't do that.
So we're getting pedis.
Together?
Yeah. We hold hands and everything.
No, come on.
And so
See?
They
and
trade
so-
recipes.
and so
I would be like George Costanza's dad and think that everybody's talking about me in there, you know?
they were. Because she said that the lady doing my feet said, "How's the water?" And I said, "Wet." See, she wanted to know if it was too hot or too cold, and I said wet.
That's a good one. I didn't. So you dip feet in water?
Yeah, and so then
Okay.
I told that joke at the party,
And it still wasn't funny.
and that's what I got. And I had like 8 people in a circle.
Yeah.
And I told the joke, and Joan was there. Shockingly, Joan didn't laugh.
But neither did anyone else.
So what's the
They
process?
were wondering is there something that we're responding to? There was such a long, silent moment.
It was. It was like everybody kind of looked at each other like
Uncomfortable.
it was. It was awkward, wasn't it, Joan?
Yes.
Whatever.
So how long do you put your feet in water?
Joan, do you want to tell him?
What's the process?
Process is you go in, make sure that you wear sandals because you don't want to put your freshly done feet into shoes and socks.
Okay.
Wear
And you
sand-
also don't want to wear very tight, like straight leg pants because you need to roll them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
you roll them up.
Yeah.
And by the way, I also had a mimosa.
You had a mimosa while you were doing all this?
Damn right I did.
See, he was there for the alcohol. He wasn't there for the pedicure.
Well, there's that aspect of it too.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So then you soak them. But how long are you soaking these things?
I don't know, a little bit of time, and then they put a bunch of like what do you call them, Joan? Like salt kind of stuff, and they use
Flowery scented salts.
Yeah, flowery scented salts, and then they
trendsetter, baby.
and then what they do is they cut your toenails,
Okay.
and they get the scruff off of your heel. I bet you've got a scruffy heel.
I don't want you thinking about my heels.
So
Let's not go there.
Did they use the scrub on your legs?
not on my legs.
Okay, they may not do that.
That's where you draw the line.
That's where I draw
Very
the line,
nice.
man.
below, all right?
Hey, but gosh, I'm a man. That's not going to happen.
And
Did
then,
you get lavender? Is that with lavender scented scrub?
yeah, I think I did actually get lavender. Anyway, whatever.
To
So
all the guys.
anyway, so yeah, and then she asked me how the water was, and I said wet, and that is when They did. They started speaking in Korean to each other.
Yeah.
And I know. It's
I
like,
can imagine what they said.
Who's this knucklehead?
Hey, look at Yankee Dog.
Amy was just like, Amy actually told her, don't pay any attention to him. Just don't bother. It's like it's like this lady's third time with me. So she probably knows me by now. And I try to have a good time. I'm
Hang
sorry.
on, this wasn't your first pedicure?
No, this was, I've had many. I've been with Amy 7 years now. So, yeah.
So 7 years of now. See, Chris, this is what our life was like this weekend. Dan texts both Joan and myself.
Okay.
Do you want to see the picture?
And it's a picture.
And it's a picture of the feet?
It's a
his
picture of
feet.
my feet.
No, thanks.
So this is what I told him.
No thanks. No thanks.
Texting body parts.
So this is what I told him. I said, Thursday after my nap at home, I wake up, my wife has put on Mean Girls. I wake up, Mean Girls is playing. That's Thursday. Saturday, what do I wake up to from a nap? Dan's feet.
I think I'd take Mean Was
And I
it unsolicited, the feet pic?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was totally
Can
unsolicited.
you imagine soliciting a foot pic? I mean, honestly.
Oh, there's Dan's feet.
Dan,
Anyway.
please send me pictures of your feet.
Yeah, we want to see pictures of you getting a petty.
I said,
Did the pics go on Foot Finder afterwards?
so and underneath the foot pic, I said, how's the water? Wet, I say. Hashtag DanJokes. Hey. I'm gonna nuke this entire place, man. You know what? If I find that nuclear warhead before the Biden administration, I'm using it here on your computer, Johnny.
That's all right, Dan.
Anyway, whatever. I'm done. You know what? Forget it.
It's comedy gold.
What do you got there, Chris? You're so smart. Say something regaling and funny, shall you?
I don't have much. I've been,
Boy, you got like 7 minutes. They took out all the commercials, so.
I know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is, actually.
Caitlyn Clark, cover of Time magazine.
Okay.
A WNBA owner is actually very upset that Caitlyn Clark got on the cover of Time magazine. She wanted the entire WNBA on the Time magazine cover.
You'd need a bigger cover, number one. And number two, I can't name another WNBA player.
No.
Can you? Can
No.
anybody? I mean, I'm sure somebody can, but Caitlyn Clark has done more for the WNBA than any other player in 1 year.
Yep.
Caitlyn Clark has done more for the WNBA than any WNBA player that is currently or past in the league, with the exception of probably that one that went to the Russian prison.
Brittany Griner.
Griner.
She brought some attention.
Yeah, she sure did.
She brought some
Sure
attention. WNBA Washington Mystics co-owner Sheila Johnson has issue with Time magazine naming Caitlyn Clark Athlete of the Year, asking why the whole women's basketball league wasn't given similar treatment.
That is so dumb.
That is dumb.
You know.
Well, I can tell you why.
Why?
Because Caitlyn's publicists, managed to wrangle the ability to have her appear on Time magazine. Time magazine said, we'll do that as long as she says things like, I apologize for my whiteness, or whatever it was that she said.
Yep. She's got white privilege, which is
Yeah.
just, you have to fire your whole management team at that point, because that has got to be the dumbest business decision in the history of business decisions.
Better to just keep it quiet.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what she said. Let me see if I can find the actual quote, because it made me literally throw up in my mouth.
Agreed.
Well, didn't she say she had to lift other black players up? And that's not very good.
No, because
good
you know
quote.
why? You know why? Because the black players have been treating her like crap.
Yeah, they have.
So why would you acquiesce? Why would you bend the knee to their stupid wokeness when they've been treating you like crap for the last year? The hits that she's been taking, the nasty fouls that she's been taking, the really nasty things that these other players have been saying to her.
And does she think it's going to get any better now that she's, throwing them off?
No, it's
the worst thing you can do is apologize.
Yes.
Like, what she should have said is, "This league is mine now."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I want the name changed to the Caitlyn Clark
Yes.
League.
I think she already is close to or leads the league in assists of all time. Like,
Yeah,
she
'cause
has the
she's-
all-time assist record.
Yeah, because that means that she's spreading the love around. She's throwing the rock around to other players so that they can get their buckets.
Yeah.
You like that?
I do. I like that. Those, and then the NBA, their ratings have tanked by 48%. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Doesn't surprise me.
Sad.
You know what?
There wouldn't be a WNBA if the NBA didn't subsidize it.
Yep.
So let's
That's very
not
true.
play the game of, this is such an incredible feat and everybody's interested. Really, nobody is.
And they're still losing money, even with Caitlyn Clark.
Yes.
So the Indiana Fever? Is that what the name is?
Exactly.
Is that what the name is?
That's
I
part of
don't
the
know.
problem.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem. We know Caitlyn Clark. We don't even know the team.
That's exactly right. Now, what does Caitlyn, when the WNBA finally folds, what does Caitlyn Clark do?
Olympics, I think you'd pretty
So I say, you know what? If I tell Caitlyn Clark, save your money.
Wait,
Yeah.
she didn't make the Olympics the last time, right?
Yeah, they
No,
didn't
she
let her
didn't.
on
So,
because because she didn't check her privilege at the door.
yes.
See, I wonder if Tiger Woods went through this with the PGA.
I don't know. But Tiger is he's got a killer instinct. He doesn't care.
No, he
he's just
doesn't.
going to go out and win.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, in the PGA at the time the Tiger came out wasn't filled with the absurdity of the current woke
No,
environment.
That's true.
very
So-
true.
Yeah.
No, that point in history was hilarious because it was like one of the best basketball players was Chinese, the best golfer was black, the
Yes.
best rapper was
Yeah.
white. It was really it was upside down world at the time.
Can you imagine Tiger Woods apologizing for his blackness because PGA is mostly white?
And having to hold the white players up.
Yeah. It was built on the back of the white players. I only play because of them. I mean, honestly,
But that's what Caitlyn Clark did. I can't find the damn quote.
exactly what she did.
She screwed herself.
She did. Well, you cannot. There is no way to compromise with the left.
No.
No, you can't.
If you try to reach over with your arm, you'll pull back enough.
Well, and then you alienate everyody that was supporting you on the right.
Exactly.
So now you went from some support to no support.
Yeah, I'm far less inclined to, stick up for her because I have if she's going to play their game.
I'm with you.
Yeah, because I'm not going to say she's destroyed her career, but she certainly has not helped in her marketing.
No.
I mean, that's for sure.
No.
Because not that I was going to buy a Caitlyn Clark jersey anyway, but still.
Oh, but there are girls out there that would have bought Caitlyn Clark,
Oh, sure.
Jordan shoe, Nike shoes. They would have done all that, and now parents are like, nah.
Hey, what about all those little girls who looked up to her and aspired to be her because she's so terrific? And she's saying, yeah, well, I apologize for my whiteness. Now these little girls don't have a hero to look up to.
Yeah. I mean, when you go down that road,
White guilt.
white guilt and this nonsense stupidity of white privilege is just absolute stupidity. And for her to, again, bend the knee to the wokeness of the WNBA, okay, well, then you're on your own. You chose that side.
Yep.
Even though you know that side has been treating you the way that they've been treating you for a year. It just doesn't make any sense.
None.
Hey, what are beef tallow fries?
Oh, beef tallow. That's
Yes.
what
You guys know what those
that's what
they
they
are?
used to fry all of the fries in. It's beef fat.
Beef fat.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like beef fat.
Yeah.
In-N-Out has tweeted out that people are saying that they want In-N-Out to change to beef tallow fries.
Yeah, so and Elon quote tweeted it, but it wasn't the actual In-N-Out. It was a fake In-N-Out account.
It had a blue check mark.
That doesn't mean anything anymore.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it had the underscore after In-N-Out. So Elon even said, I know you're the fake In-N-Out account, but I hope that the real In-N-Out takes note. And he said, I do work at In-N-Out, and people are taking note.
No. In-N-Out should not change their fries.
Why?
Why?
We got to
It's
get
so
rid
much
of those
healthier.
seed oils, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, you two are used to Five Guys out there on the East Coast. Leave my In-N-Out alone.
But
Johnny, you're with me.
I would argue that Google
Sorry,
when they
buddy.
changed. Google when they changed from beef tallow to seed oils.
Yeah.
Because I bet you growing up it was beef tallow fries. Because growing up McDonald's had beef tallow fries, and I remember this because I had a buddy whose mom was very cute and a vegetarian, so I always paid attention when she talked. And she said she was a vegetarian. She was very excited one day because McDonald's switched from beef tallow to whatever oil they use now. And
1990.
she's like, finally, I can switch. I can have McDonald's fries.
I bet you paid more attention when she was excited.
Yeah, yeah.
There's so much to explore in that comment, Chris. I don't even know where to go.
I want to make sure that though we So you didn't listen to the ugly girls then?
I don't know what they ate.
And you didn't care.
But I knew Tony Gagliardi was excited about those McDonald's fries. I do. And I remembered it.
I bet.
So she asked me how the water was.
So when did In-N-Out change their fries?
1990.
Okay, so the majority of your childhood, you were having beef tallow fries at In-N-Out, and you're mad at me because we want to change it back.
All I'm saying is that whatever In-N-Out does with their fries is really good. And so I don't want to change, and I certainly don't want them to change because of peer pressure. Look what happened to Caitlyn Clark.
This is true. Sometimes peer pressure is good.
Is that how you started smoking when you were a kid, peer pressure?
Peer pressure has shades of gray.
Does it now?
It does.
Is that what you're going to tell your kids?
It does. I will.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Peer pressure. All right, good.
If your group of friends are telling you you're being an idiot and don't do that, there might be some truth to it.
Joe says that Chris Handy, you're funnier than Dan.
Well,
thanks, Joe.
Wow.
Oh, wait, was that? No, I think that was to Joan.
I said that. See,
is Joan texting
that's Joan
in?
Jones.
Joe said they
never
looked
mind.
up to her because she's tall. Talking about Caitlyn, because I said there's nobody to, for these little girls to look up to, right?
Oh.
So he said they looked up to her because she's tall. And I said, hey, you're funnier than Dan.
Of course that came from Joan.
The best part is that you didn't read it correctly.
I watched the thing. It was a video that, talking about the WNBA stuff. And they were like, who wouldn't want to watch this? And it was like a 2-minute highlight of just teams going back and forth, missing shots.
That's funny.